Did I mention I'm not tired of the winning?
I'm enjoying it.
There was another one that happened late yesterday afternoon that one of my many battles that I fight here in the state of Texas is, of course, how the left is targeting our children through either whether it's drag shows for kids or whether it is, of course, all of this trans nonsense. We try to fight that, as VP of Texas Family Project, which I would encourage everyone to go check us out, go sign up for updates. Hey, give us a donation if you feel so inclined. We're just trying to save Texas children over at texasfamilyproject.com. But to that end, I was waiting for it. It happened yesterday. Donald Trump announced a new executive order that is severely limiting, obviously setting the stage for Congress to go ahead and outright ban transgender surgeries for minors. I'm going to read you his Truth Social post. Today, it was my great honor to sign an executive order banning the chemical castration and medical mutilation of innocent children in the United States of America. Our nation will no longer fund, sponsor, promote, assist, or support so-called gender-affirming care, which has already ruined far too many precious lives. My order directs agencies to use every available means to cut off federal financial participation in institutions which seek to provide these barbaric medical procedures that should have never been allowed to take place. There is light again in this country, specifically with this topic. There's no middle ground. There's no middle ground. We can't sterilize an entire generation. We can't chop healthy body parts off of children. We can't do that. And so the idea, obviously, is that the federal government was participating this in such a way and instructing, insurance companies and all of this to cover it. And so all of that goes away now. And now you've got federal funding that is in jeopardy if you continue to do this in these states where it is still allowed. I would imagine that a lot of these places are going to have no choice but to fall in line. But again, I would like to see Congress go ahead and act on this because we need them to actually do the jobs that they signed up to do rather than allow Donald Trump to just rule by executive order. Back him up a little bit here just to get let's just so we're all clear. OK, let's go ahead and just make it resoundingly clear that this country will no longer tolerate ruining and sterilizing an entire generation.
Yep. And I think this is where I want to see where RFK Jr. truly is. And throughout the entire, I don't want it to be him just to be a one-trick pony as far as like fixing a lot of the health in this country. That's a big part of it. And there's a lot of organizations. Actually, there's one organization. I was trying to think of the name of it, and I can't for the life of me. But they're the ones that set all the medical standards for the transgender, whatever the hell. I'm not going to call it care, all the crap they're doing. One organization, and the entire medical field association just takes their lead off of them. Well,
WPATH?
It's WPATH. Yeah. WPATH. And everyone just takes their lead from them. Well, they're radical trans activists. The vast majority of them are. They don't really give a crap about people. The moment they say, oh, I shouldn't have done this, I want to detransition, all of a sudden you're a persona non grata. They don't give a crap about you all of a sudden at that point, because it's not really about the mental health of the people that they're dealing with. It's not. It's just there's just an agenda attached to this. But I would love to see RFK Jr. get confirmed and then start putting these demons in their place. Cut them off from the medical system, disbar them, whatever the hell you have to do. But this became a major core problem in our entire system over the last, 8 years or something like that? It really ramped up over the past 4 years. Yeah. But let's see where he really stands. Let's see him take action. And I think people like this audience can really help on that and push. There needs to be an outcry for them to actually go after some of these doctors, some of these hospitals, organizations like WPATH. Get them the hell out.
Yeah. Well, it did give very clear guidance to stop following WPATH in this executive order.
It mentioned them by name.
It referenced WPATH.
Huge. Yeah. That is huge.
Can you say it like huge?
Huge. I know. How did I do that but not do it? If Marsden was sitting here, it'd have been done right. Dang it.
Yeah. I was reading through it and I did see WPATH on there. And it was like, you're not taking WPATH's guidance anymore. That's not a thing that we're going to do. We're going to actually go back to sanity and normalcy rather than all of these crazy left-wing ideological, think tanks.
Wow. The fact that he added in WPATH into this executive order means they are not playing around.
Not.
This is not lip service.
No.
They are actually trying to fix it. And that is amazing news.
Yeah, I know. And to your point, I do believe that that RFK Jr. will do what Donald Trump instructs him to do. You heard him saying it to these senators who were, the irony is they're mad about the abortion thing rather than, completely sterilizing and chopping healthy body parts and mutilating children. They're not mad about that. They're mad about not being able to kill more children.
Right.
And so like their argument was, of course, well, but you believe in abortion. So are you saying that you're just going to do Donald Trump's bidding? If he tells you that that we should look into abortion pills and their safety, and it's like, well, yeah, he's my boss.
Yeah.
I have to do what he tells me to, regardless of what my personal feelings are about it. And so I do believe that regardless of what his personal feelings are about any of this, he's going to do it.
And they need
Donald Trump is going to give him no choice.
I think they need to go even beyond that. I want to see them do what the left did on this issue, how they perverted it, and they changed hearts and minds. Mm-hmm. And they really did win a lot of, mothers. They won a lot of people that got sympathetic to how they described this issue. Right. They need to come at them with facts.
Yes.
They need to have like an entire wing at this point at HHS that's just dedicated to undoing all the lies and manipulation that they've been doing over the past 4+ years.
Well, I wonder if people like our friend Chloe Cole will maybe perhaps volunteer her services for that, because I think no better than all of these detransitioners, these poor children whose parents were sold lies, whose parents were told they're going to kill themselves if you don't affirm this transition. And, do I have personal issues with the parents going along with it? Sure. But can I understand how a parent would feel backed up against a wall if they were told by a doctor, a reputable doctor, that their kid was going to kill themselves if they didn't allow this to happen? I totally understand how that could happen. I get it. Okay. And so maybe it will be people like Chloe Cole who will go in, these detransitioners who are like, this happened to me. I understand what I went through the whole process. You can't take it back. And I'm telling you guys, this is junk science. Please don't do it. Here, let's play Chloe, she's like, I realized that I made a mistake at 16 freaking years old and you can't take it back. Imagine that. Watch.
At 16, I finally realized what happened to me and that I had made a huge mistake. I realized the beauty of motherhood was stolen from me by medical professionals who my family entrusted me to. I realized after maturing a bit more that a child does not, in fact, know who they are at 12 years old. I realized that I wanted to be what I always was and forever will be. A woman.
God.
It's just heartbreaking. And it's not just her. There are thousands upon thousands of detransitioners who, as much as the left likes to silence them, the left doesn't want you to hear from people like Chloe Cole. They don't want you to hear that an alarming majority of the time these people grow out of it. They don't want you to know that because it's a cash cow for all of these doctors and hospitals. Mm-hmm. And so it's just, you hear that and it just makes me so enraged that they did this to an entire generation of youth who cannot get that back. She can't get her breast back. Mm-hmm. She can't breastfeed her. If she can even have children, she will never know the beauty of that. All because these doctors decided to treat her as a cash cow. I mean, there is a special place in hell for all of these doctors and mental health professionals and all of them who are in on it.